Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shump, everybody favorite baby daddy, voice of the street, man. And today we in. I'm gonna be telling y'all the story of this off-duty Cook County Sheriff officer, y'all, who was shot and killed during the attempted robbery, y'all. The officer was at a gas station like 1 in the morning when a suspect approached the car and tried to rob the passenger. The driver is a Cook County sheriff. He ups his gun and pointed at the suspect. The suspect, who had his guns out already, started shooting. He had 2 guns, y'all. 2 guns. Do you know he shot 69 times, y'all? He shot 69 times. The officer got off a few rounds and hit him in the leg. The suspect fled, and the officer, tried to pull off and get away, take himself to the hospital. The 69 shots, and they didn't say how many hit him. That's how many shells they found outside around the scene. He crashed and tore his car up. He didn't make it to the hospital. He died. Now, let me just say this. He had a really nice car, y'all. So that puts you in danger when you're out late at night, because people are attracted to these cars and they try to rob you. Now, when we were running the streets, when we would ride the pretty cars at night, sometimes we would put them up. If we go to the store or somewhere, quick run to the gas station, you take your sister car, something. You tone it down. You don't take your fancy car to the gas station and it's a pretty car. People be trying to rob you. Late at night, people be out up to no good, and they tried to rob you. Now, you can't tell this to a Cook County sheriff who making his own legal money, plus he pack a firearm. He ain't got to obey these rules because he's not looking for no trouble. People that don't run the street don't look over their shoulder like the average everyday street guy or criminal gang member or anybody that need to watch their back. They should, but most time they don't. You know, let me let y'all hear what the press conference say. Let me take it back, y'all. Let y'all hear. This is a crazy one here. Listen to this. Probably can't hear. Let me turn the fan off.
Good morning.
He was off duty at the
First
time.
of all,
Let's listen.
I'd like to introduce the people to my left that I'm joined here by today. Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart, Cook County Sheriff Police Chief Leo Schmitz, Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox, ATF Chicago Field Division Special Agent in Charge Chris Amon, and Deputy Mayor of Community Safety Gary Gatewood. I'd also like to introduce our Chief of Detectives, Antoinette City, along with the Area 1 Detective Division and the Investigative Response Team. We're here this morning to announce charges against the man that shot and killed an off-duty Cook County Sheriff's Deputy, Raphael Wardlaw. This was during an attempted robbery. 32-year-old Cordero Thompson, a convicted felon and registered gun offender, is charged with multiple felonies, including first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, attempted armed robbery with a firearm, murder with a strong probability of death or injury, murder with other forcible felony, aggravated battery with discharge of a firearm, and unlawful use of weapon by a felon. First off, I'd like to extend my support
That was the book
to the
editor.
family of Deputy Wordlaw. The family has to be seriously grieving right now. From what I've heard and what I've learned about Deputy Wordlaw is that he was a dedicated family man, would help anyone that he could, and he was devoted to his job. I also want to offer my support to Sheriff Dart and to the entire Cook County Sheriff's Department. Losing one of your own is never easy. It's also worse when you know that you've lost someone to senseless gun violence. We've seen this all too often. Deputy Wordlaw should have been celebrating his 32nd birthday next week. Instead, his family is now dealing with the loss of a loved one. I cannot say enough to bring some type of sense to this type of violence to the family of this deputy. The family really has to be grieving through this type of event, and please just keep that family in your prayers. This is very frustrating. It's frustrating to see this type of violence across the city in general. Obviously, this was an individual who dedicated his life to public service, and we lost this individual. And there are people across this city as a whole who are dealing with the same types of losses. It's senseless, and it has got to stop. We honor Deputy Wordlaw by bringing his killer to justice. We want to make sure that this individual cannot destroy another life or lives, because even if it's one life that's taken, it affects the lives of everyone who knows that individual. It has a ripple effect. Hopefully we can bring the family some level of justice with what we've done here today. I want to thank the Area 1 detectives and the investigative response team for this swift response. What I can tell you about the Area 1 Detective Division, just like our detectives as a whole, led by Chief Antoinette City, is that they work their fingers to the bone, not only in a case like this, but in every single case that they can, to try to bring some type of justice to families who have suffered a loss. I cannot say enough about the work that was done by the Chicago Police Department and our detective division. But again, we did not do this alone. I have to thank Special Agent in Charge, Chris Amon, and his team at the ATF, Chicago Field Division, and the team at the Crime Gun Intelligence Center, who played a crucial role in making sure that this offender was held accountable. Working in partnership with our federal partners was very helpful in helping us get here. I'd also like to thank Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox for a partnership in securing charges with this offender. I've stood here on several occasions with Cook County State's Attorney Fox, who has worked well with us in cases like this and trying to bring justice to these families. We have to do something about this violence, and I'd like to thank State's Attorney Kim Fox for the partnership here. It is important for everyone to understand that moving forward, we will continue to work in the manner that we're working right now to try to keep this city safe and to try to bring justice to families who have suffered losses and have lost family members to all types of violence, not just gun violence. We've got to bring the violence down in the city, and we've got to start talking about ways to get that done. Cooperation with our partners, cooperation with our community members is going to help us get there. With that, I'd like to bring up Chief of Detectives Antoinette City to provide an investigative overview.
Now you see that, y'all? That's just gonna be more cop talk right there, but yeah. So what the suspect did, y'all, is when he approached the car and tried to rob him, he had his gun out, and when the officer drew, he started shooting. He got off 69 rounds, y'all. The officer hit him in the leg. He went to the hospital because obviously it was bleeding bad or whatever. He didn't even try to hide and make a tourniquet or nothing. He went to the hospital, y'all. And he lied and told him he got shot somewhere else or whatever. He stayed there and he realized some more police might come investigate this further. Let me get out of here. He got out of that hospital and went to another hospital and sold them the same little bullshit, whatever he told them, and he ended up making it out of there. But by this time, the case done hit the news and everything, and now the feds are involved, the ATF, all these people. You shot a police officer, bro. So you bring the resources out, just like shooting somebody in the wrong part of town. You bring out the big guns, as we'll say. So they brought the big guns out, and before he could even get that leg patched up good, they knew who he was. And once they know who you is, it don't be long for them to track you down. Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Anyway, yeah, it didn't take long, and they got him in custody, y'all. And did y'all hear all them charges? Those are basically trumped up charges where the police used to say, we can whoop you with the pen. It's the same case, just reworded, y'all. They just rephrased it and made it a whole nother charge. They rephrase it again and make it a whole nother charge. Rephrase it again and make it a whole nother charge. When it's basically just attempted murder. Actually, it's murder. And yes, it's the unlawful discharge of a firearm. Yes, the rest of them, they did the fancy writing. Unlawful firearm by a convicted felon, which is against the law too. They wrote all that and they put it in there. Which he deserved it, y'all. He deserved it. He was 32 years old now. His life is gone. I don't know what you thought you can get from a person. Okay, you robbed them, you hoping they had stacks of money, or you probably assumed this man was a drug dealer. See, some of these guys that make good legal money, they still want to look like street dudes. And he looked like a drug dealer to him, I guess. He had a nice, pretty car, y'all. Orange, it was like an orange, I think it's a Corvette or something. They showed it when he tore it up. He was trying to take himself to the hospital. With 69 shots at you, you know. I don't know how many he got, but he's sitting right there in the car. He got a few of them. While he crashed and he died. He didn't make it to the hospital. He did not make it to the hospital. You know, when y'all out here, be careful. Pay attention to your surroundings. And if you got a real nice car, if it's 1 o'clock and you want to go to the gas station, get your mom's car. Be like, no, mom will drive your car to the gas station. Get you some cigarettes or get a blunt or something. Because when you go out at 2, 3 in the morning, they target your vehicle because they looking for a lick anyway, y'all. They're looking for a lick anyway. And here you pull up in your fancy car. Oh, we on dude. Them the words of you. We on him. We on him. And they walk right up. A man with 2 guns can't have no fear. But then you really scared. You got 2 guns and one of them will switch. One of them will switch, y'all. That's going to be an extra charge. They haven't found the weapons and things he had because they just apprehended him wherever they caught him at. He probably had put the weapons already up, or they buried, or in the lake somewhere. But he had already got rid of the weapons. They didn't mind. They was looking for him. They like, oh, well, it don't matter, bro. You had 2 guns. We got it on camera. You had 2 guns. We picked up the shells from the scene. You had 2 different firearms down here. You had a 9mm and a 45 round. You had both of them, so they know it was 2 guns. They know. They ain't just making that up, y'all. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, I did this video just a little while ago. It didn't take, so I had to do it over. And in the other video, what I said is I led into the other story, y'all. Would you believe out here in the hundreds, we had a tow truck driver get killed for doing his job trying to tow a car. Now, this man had got a boot put on his car, let's say Monday. Tuesday night, they go come get the car. And they got the boot on it already. They finna come tow the car. So the man heard him. He already upset about the boot. He goes out there and tells the driver, hey, man, don't touch my car, man. I done paid my tickets. They go take it off in the morning. Don't touch my car. No, well, it's on the list. I got to take it, man. I know. I'm sorry. You got to deal with it, but you got, hey, man, you ain't got to take my car nowhere, bro. Don't touch my car. No, I'm going to take it, man. I'm sorry. It's on the list. There's nothing I can do about it. Sheldon and that BS. And he, hey, bro, what? Don't touch my car, man. I'm not playing with you. Well, okay. And he steady moving while he talking. And dude like, hey, man, I'm not playing with you. Don't touch my car, man. The tow truck driver like, okay, you got a gun, I got one too. And he like, this nigga think, boom, shot him in the head, and the tow truck driver fell out with his last breath. Boom, 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 boom. He got off the last shots, and he fell dead, and the person who car was, they fell dead too. And then the biggest part about all this is, when the smoke cleared, y'all, they still towed that car. You hear me? They still towed that car. So you died for nothing. You died for nothing. Some of these people that get a gun in their hand, they can't do no clear thinking. All they know, boy, I will bust it. And they sitting here trying to decide, what can you do to make me shoot you? You study touching this car. This nigga think I'm playing. Don't touch my car, man. And they said the guy lived alone, because I'm pretty sure if he had a woman, she would have came out and be like, babe, no, don't worry about that. Don't shoot this man about no car. Because they go take it anyway. If you shoot him, they go to jail. They still go tow the car. They still go tow the car. And then the bad part about it, they still towed the car, y'all. When the other police and tow truck drivers and stuff got there, they still towed the car. So he basically died for nothing. He didn't get nothing out the deal. Some people be so frustrated and built up, y'all. You know, he let a few tickets build up, his car finna go to pound, and he threw his life away for that reason. And you be like, damn, that'll make you crash out? What about if you had some real problems? To him, that is a real problem. You know, let me know what y'all think, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. We on the road to 20,000 subscribers. It don't cost you nothing, y'all. It's free. Yeah, I know y'all didn't know it's free. It's free. Check out your boy, man. On the road to 20,000 subscribers. So go tell a mama, go tell a friend that G-Shrimp at it again, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. And subscribe to the channel, man. You heard me? I'm out of here.